I was wrong.
I hate to admit it, but I was wrong. I know this must be a surprise because all of my amazing roller coaster takes. But alas, I was wrong. A while back I made two videos, one about ranking roller coaster manufacturers and another calling Mr. Timbers a family coaster. In both of those videos, I shout on GCI for making bad rides. I suppose now it's time for me to go back on that. Since then, I have ridden a ride that has subverted all standards I had for GCI. I rode Texas Stingray. And y'all, this is actually a pretty good ride. Like many other GCIs, it's very well paced. You don't seem to lose your speed at all throughout this ride. This is GCI done right. I liked Thunderhead decent enough, but this really kicks it up a notch. One thing this ride does way better than any other GCI is its drop. Despite being less than 100 feet, it has a really solid drop. Part of this is because they ditched the curve drop, thank God. And now we have a regular drop that's actually fairly steep, especially for a wooden coaster. This is an awesome change of pace for GCI. They had always gone the curve drop route, and it has never impressed me. On Texas Stingray, however, this drop is really solid in the back. You get some decent floater or weak ejector depending on where you're sitting. Then, after the first drop, you rise up into this airtime hill that then transitions into an overbank turn. This is a really good moment if you're in the front, and it's probably the best moment on the entire ride if you are in the front, because you get some really strong ejector that then shifts into some laterals. In the back, though, this doesn't really do a whole lot. After this, you go through a couple turns, which honestly doesn't really do it for me, but then it's after this where the ride really starts to get good. You go through this quick ejector pop, which is a nice moment, and then transition into this awesome off-axis airtime hill. This is one of the best moments on the entire ride. It's quick and snappy, and is taken at just the perfect speed. It's much better than the type of twisted airtime you find on other GCIs, such as Mystic Timbers. After this, you turn into another quick pop of airtime, which has a crazy head chopper moment. This is another thing this ride does really well. There are some excellent head chopper moments and interactions between the rider and the track that you don't get on a ride like Mystic Timbers. After this, there are a couple more turns and airtime pops, all of which are decent. There's another head chopper moment, which is fun, but then you dive up and over this airtime hill that is way bigger than it actually looks. It is a very surprising moment and gives really good airtime in the back. It also dives into a tunnel, which serves as another amazing head chopper moment. After the tunnel, the ride starts to die down a bit. There are a few more twists and airtime moments, and then you hit the brakes. Is this a perfect ride? No, not even close. But it shows me something that so many people had seen before that I hadn't. GCI can make really good rides. This ride, albeit small, has some great transitions, great airtime moments, great head choppers, and great pacing. The feeling of speed on this ride is immense, and it makes up for some of those duller sections that I discussed earlier. Now, I want to make this as clear as possible. This is a really good ride, but it is not elite, nor is it close to being elite. This does not crack my top 25. It cannot join the ranks of RMCs or top tier B&Ms and Intimates. That being said, if I were to ride a GCI that has the same quality as Texas Stingray, just scaled up, that would likely place much higher. But as of now, there is still no GCI close to cracking my top 25. Okay, so Texas Stingray is great, but let's talk about what really matters here. GCI. While this ride definitely brings GCI up in my rankings, one ride cannot save them. They are still weighed down by rides such as Apocalypse, Lightning Racer, and of course, Mystic Timbers. Despite my newfound love for Texas Stingray, I will not equivocate on my opinion that Mystic Timbers is a borderline family coaster, and because of that, GCI is still heavily weighted down. That being said, Texas Stingray did rise them up in the ranks. In my very first video on this channel, I put GCI at the number 13 spot on my list of ranking manufacturers. Now, I'm putting them at 10, ranking them above Aero, Premier, CCI, and Morgan. This was still a tough placement to make. Clearly, I have very polarizing opinions about their rides, which makes this placement difficult. I've been splitting hairs while trying to distinguish between GCI and Morgan. This is because on the same day that I rode Texas Stingray, I also rode Steel Eel, which is arguably better than Texas Stingray. Ultimately though, I gave GCI the edge because I know the rest of Morgan's portfolio is not as good as Steel Eel, and of course, not as good as my beloved Phantom's Revenge. So this is where I stand as of now. This will probably change as I continue to ride new GCIs and continue to rewrite old ones. Whenever my opinion changes next, I will update y'all, but for now, this is where I'll leave you. Of course, as always, if you've enjoyed watching the video, please consider liking and or subscribing. I currently have 8 other videos up on the channel, so if you've enjoyed this one, odds are you'll enjoy those ones as well. I'll leave a link at the end of this video to those. And of course, as always, have a very lovely day.